Nityanandam, so a question has come up online and it is, why are Hindu gurus abused by Indian media? So this is kind of like asking, why do pharmaceutical companies target doctors that provide cancer cures? The cures for cancer negate the need for pharmaceutical companies to collect billions of dollars searching for a cure. So the very format for pharmaceutical companies to exist and operate is to continuously provide drugs to customers that never get cured and are continuously dependent on pharmaceutical company medications to treat their symptoms. Likewise, media is a business with business interests. Billions of dollars are poured into all areas of media, cinema, and so on. That has a major impact in the economy. Media and advertising is obviously directly related to big lobbies, which influence organizers and politicians, who directly impact the judiciary. So media is directly involved in big economics, global trade, and international government systems. It's a really big deal. Now, 99% of Indian media is foreign owned. So the owners of billions of dollars conglomerates have their own specific business and ideological interests, as we all know. And it's no accident that they are sustaining multi-billion-dollar companies for decades on end. There must be a strong ideological underpinning for making shrewd business decisions in order to sustain these huge multinational media corporations. And many of the media corporations in India are directly owned by those ascribing to specific religious traditions that explicitly state theirs is the only path to reach God, the only acceptable, the only allowable way to live, and any opposition must be converted or even killed. This is no secret, it's quite common knowledge. One God theorists do not have a built-in framework to incorporating other traditions, and in fact implore that all others must either be converted or killed eventually. The Joshua Project website is sort of one of the more tame examples of the meticulous and enormous scale coordination and research that has gone into how 14,000 different so-called people groups across the globe have been analyzed as to how they can best be infiltrated and converted. So it's really no secret, it's really common knowledge published on the internet. However, we see these same ideological interests are also owners of the Indian media. Now, moving to Hindu gurus. Avatars, incarnations, enlightened beings of Sanatana Hindu Dharma are not elected by anyone, nor are they self-styled, made up by arbitrary rules. They are born and nurtured by enlightenment ecosystems. They are consciousness like all of us, but the enlightenment ecosystem nurtures them to flower as enlightened beings, free from the usual human emotions and problems that we all get caught in. So, the conscious sciences that people call as Hinduism is a very meticulously documented ecosystem that ensures conscious, liberated living is provided to every incarnation of consciousness, meaning every human being. Now, this simply is not the aspired to end of the ideological backers of the modern mass media cults. In fact, it is seen as diametrically opposed to their intention, which is to further their own specific interests and to maintain control of the huge global economic system that they are sustaining, and holding it up as a beacon of distraction, hypnotizing everyone out of being strong and centered within themselves to constantly chasing something outside that can be bought and sold, but should never give any of the customers lasting fulfillment. So why does the Indian media attack Hindu gurus? In a certain sense, it's like oil and water. The two just won't mix. The ideological necessity of modern billion-dollar mass media conglomerates is to further their own growth and survival, not to ensure fulfillment of all human beings. It's just not in their mission statement. Whereas Hindu gurus stand for enlightenment of all beings, even animals, and beings from other planets for that matter. So Indian mass media just can never swallow people living free from subscription to what they are selling. It just in no way fits their business model. It's not at all compatible with the core of their beliefs. And so Hindu gurus become the antithesis, must be destroyed at all costs, because they are the living embodiment of liberated human life, of conscious living, and the symbol that proves, ensures it is available for others if they just take the red pill, unplug from the matrix, and switch off the TV for a while. So it's literally a death sentence for anyone wanting to brainwash or control others. The Hindu gurus are liberation, so it's really scary for some to see that. In a nutshell, this is the way that it is. Looking forward to your comments. Nityananda.